Welcome back, YouTube Pipe community, to the Spurgeon Piper. This is Wilson, joining you on another Tuesday morning when I have a chance to get some videos out, or a video out, and usually I'll try to record at least two on a Tuesday morning because it's my most available morning and I don't have any interruptions. So before we get into our topic today, I do like to let you know what I'm smoking currently, or what I'm drinking with it, what have you, just to give you insight. Currently, stopped smoking or drinking coffee at the moment. As far as for today, I usually have another couple of cups right after lunch. But I am drinking just basic English coffee, or English breakfast coffee with some Splenda and lemon. Which, by the way, I prefer Earl Grey, but we're out of it. And so my wife bought some decaffeinated Earl Grey, and I don't want decaffeinated, so I'll just keep using the English breakfast until then. And then also, along with that, I am smoking my two pipes as usual, especially on Tuesdays. I probably smoke more on Tuesdays than any other day of the week because I have time to. Tuesdays are usually my day where I sit and do a lot of my studying and prepping for the coming Sunday, and other days where I'm either lecturing or studying, or lecturing or teaching or preaching. So I'm smoking two pipes. I'm smoking my Peterson Irish Harp, which is one of my favorite pipes. I think it's one of my most beautiful pipes. And this is my just about anything goes pipe, as far as I smoke just about anything in it. The only thing I don't smoke in it is aromatics, but everything else I kind of leave it open for that. And then I have more of a specific pipe designation, and that is with my 2019 Christmas Peterson as well. If you don't know all this already, I love Peterson pipes, and I especially love system pipes that break down because they're really easy to clean. I did a video on that, I believe. Or mounted pipes, I guess I should say, actually, not system. There is a difference, but anyhow. And this is my Vapor Virginia Perique smoking pipe. I only smoke Virginia Periques in these blends, or in this pipe. So today I am smoking, kind of give you more background of what I'm doing today. I am smoking, as of so far, I've only smoked one bowl so far. I smoked a bowl of Marlin Flake by Rat Race. It's one of my favorite Virginia Periques now. I think it just really hits the flavor profile that I really like in a Virginia Perique blend. And it's a flake, and I prefer flakes, so that is one of my favorites. Today I'll probably smoke out of that one as well some Firestorm by Russell Lett, and out of the other one I don't know what I'm going to be smoking. But so getting into those pipes now. I did a video, I don't know how long ago, maybe a couple months ago, on smoking multiple times a day. And you'll find that under the Pipe Smoking 101 or beginner videos if you're interested in that. And so I covered, okay, how do you smoke a pipe multiple times a day if you're going to do that without damaging it. This video kind of overlaps with that one in a sense, but I hope to get into a little bit more detail. And so this is for more of you newer pipe smokers. One question I always had when I got into pipe smoking was, okay, I have days like today where I can smoke my pipe more than once. And can I do that? Is it going to destroy my pipe? Am I going to start damaging it? What's going to happen? The first pipe I had, I smoked constantly for 5 months. I didn't have another pipe until I finally picked up some Missouri Meerschaum corn cobs. But I smoked this pipe maybe sometimes 4 or 5 times a day, and I never took breaks. I mean, I really put that thing through the ringer. And then finally I started thinking, or I think I heard someone say, hey, you're supposed to give your pipe breaks, you're supposed to have rotations, this is very beneficial. So I was like, oh man, I better pull back. Well, one question I always had was, okay, well, how long can I smoke one pipe in a day? Like, do I need to smoke it once, give it a whole break for a day, 2 days, 3 days? What am I supposed to do? And I looked up online, and most just talked about smoking a pipe, how many times you can smoke before cleaning it. That's not exactly what I was looking for as an answer. I was looking more for, okay, well, can I smoke it more than once in a day? And so that was a really big big question I had that not many answered. So that's why I'm making this video for you guys. Maybe this will help you if you're having questions like that. So I'm just gonna go off of what I do. A lot like this, there's our expert pipe smokers, which I am not one. There's those guys who've been smoking pipe for decades, and they disagree on this. Some say you smoke it once and then you give it a break. So if you smoke it once, give it a 24-hour break, and if you smoke it twice, give it 48 hours break, and so on. Some smoke their pipes several times a day, and they may give it 1 day rest and then get back to smoking it several times a day. If you look back in the earlier 1900s, there was an article put out, and I forgot the gentleman's name, but he kind of talked about how he was getting frustrated with these newer pipe smokers coming out. Again, this is the early 1900s, and he was getting frustrated with newer pipe smokers coming out who are collectors, and he just went on about how I smoked my pipe all the time. You guys are really taking this too far with how often or how many pipes you have and things like that. So, I mentioned all that to say you can talk to some older guys and they'll tell you that men back over the decades and centuries even, they smoked one pipe. A lot of them smoked one pipe always, and they didn't take breaks. But a lot of times you'll hear that they broke down as well. So we don't want that to happen. We want to take care of our pipes. So this is what I do. So with all of that said, this is what I do. This is my practice so far. I think my pipes are okay. They still smoke really well. They still stand up to pressure. They haven't cracked. I haven't had any of them have the walls cave in on the inside of the bowl or anything like that. So this is what I do. As I mentioned in another video, I smoke typically just 2 pipes a day. I smoke one once, give it a rest, and then I smoke the other. And I go back and forth. So how many times do I do that today? The answer is really, it depends. So I'll just tell you, like, I might smoke these both 3 or 4 times today. So that's 8 bowls in a day. I don't always smoke that much, but Tuesdays are days I might get up to that amount. So I might smoke 3 to 5 bowls, and therefore I don't think there's a need to limit to just like 1 bowl for this pipe here. And oh, I smoked that 1 bowl today. I need to set it aside and get it cleaned later, and maybe in about a day or so I can smoke it again. I don't think that's necessary. So what I do, however, have on top of this, and I've touched on this already, is so I might smoke these 4 times each, but I'm not going to smoke them tomorrow or the next day. It'll be up to a week till I get back to them because I have my pipe rotation. So that's where I think I benefit, and that's where I think it's most important. It's not maybe how many times you're going to smoke it in a day, but the rest you give it after your smoking regimen of the day. The other thing I think that helps with that is after I smoke this pipe, I'll run my pipe cleaner through it. I'll soak up that moisture, get it out of there, the little dottle that you might find in there, get it out of the way. And especially, and I mentioned this when I talked on pipes that have army mounts. I love these pipes because I can, in the middle of smoking, break it down, and at the end of smoking, I can break it down and clean it real quickly. And you can't do that with other pipes without possibly damaging them. So you don't want to do that with others. Army mounts, you can do so. They have that luxury. So take away from this video 2 things. 1, or maybe 3 things. 1, I think you can smoke your pipe multiple times a day. You probably, however, want to give it rest by rotating between 2. That's what I would go with. Have 2, so I smoke this one, I set it aside, I smoke the other one. While I'm smoking the other one, this one's cooling off, getting some R&R, and then I can go back to this one. And during that time, I might clean them out just with 1 pipe cleaner, get them cleaned out. And then when I'm done with the day, usually I clean my pipes at the end of the day, but even let's say I go 2 days without cleaning them, I at least swab them out before, just with a quick pipe cleaner, and then maybe I clean them the next day. But either way, I always give them about a week of rest. I have a 16-ish pipe rotation. That gives me a fairly safe 7-day rotation, at least 8 days depending, and so I give them rest and allow them to dry out and things like that. So that is how I practice my rotation, how I practice smoking multiple times a day. Some of you who are smoking far longer than I, maybe you do it far more than me or far less, and that's awesome. That's great. You can let me know in the comments actually, because I think it helps others to know what others do in the pipe community, because it's not just a one answer. Usually there's multiple answers. So guys, I hope that's clear. I hope that helps you and answers some questions that I used to have. And if you do have other questions, you can leave them in the comments or contact me in my email. I'll leave it below in the box. And you veterans, let others know what you do. It's probably helpful, I imagine, for them. So guys, I hope you have a great week. We will come back with you with another tobacco review for the week, more than likely about Friday, and cover it then. So y'all take care.